ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಕಳೆದ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆನ್ಸಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅದು ಅಡ್ಜಸೆನ್ಸಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ aij will be 1 if the corresponding vertex vi is adjacent to vj, otherwise the entry of that matrix will be 0. So that is about adjacency matrix. Adjacency matrix ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ some important properties that can be easily observed from by looking at the matrix that we have done in the previous video. So in this video I am going to consider one more type of matrix representation of a graph. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋಂಥದ್ದು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬರೆಯೋದು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ G. So this is the graph G that is given. Now I need to write the matrix of incidence matrix of this graph. So incidence matrix ಬರೀಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆನ್ಸಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಬರ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೆಡ್ಜಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಡ್ಜ್ ಬರೋ ತರ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀನಿ, ರೋಸ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಬರೋ ತರ ಬರ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ದ ರೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೆಡ್ಜಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಡ್ಜಸ್ ಬರೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರೋಸ್ ಬರೋದ್ರು ಏನ್ ತಪ್ಪಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಾಟ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. So here we'll write the vertices and here we'll write edges. So order of this matrix will be obviously number of vertices into number of columns. So definitely this won't be generally a square matrix. Number of edges equal to number of vertices ada matra square matrix barutte. General agi incidence matrix square matrix agiralla. So when this matrix is not square, you can't speak of symmetric. Symmetric agirutta ilva. Adjacency matrix symmetric always. That we have seen in the previous video. But incidence matrix need not be square matrix always. So the order of this matrix will be number of rows into number of vertices into number of edges. Order of the graph into size of the graph. So here I have this entry. Actually this one is aij. A11. It's generally aij we call. This is A11, A12, A13, A14, A15 and so on. Now to check the entry in this position A11, I have to look into V1 and E1 whether those two are incident. So V1 is incident to E1, so I have to write 1 here. Now A12, V1, E2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೋ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ aij ಅಲ್ಲಿ I ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ವರ್ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, J ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಎಡ್ಜ್ ಗೆ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. So A12 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you have to check whether V1 is incident to E2. V1 is incident to E2. V1 ilide, E2 ilide. They are not incident. So 0. V1 E3. V1 E3. They are not incident. 0. V1 E4. V1 E4. They are incident. S1. V1 E5. V1 is not incident. E5. 0. Similarly, I have to check this. This will be A21. V2 E1. V2 E1. Yes, they are incident. 1. V2 E2, V2 E2, yes, they are incident. V2 E3, they are not incident, 0. V2 E4, E4 is here, they are not incident, 0. V2 E5, yes, they are incident, 1. So similarly, I have to write the entries of that matrix. Now, let us come to the formal definition of incidence matrix. Given any graph G, the incidence matrix of G is generally denoted by I of G. Incidence ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ I ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡ್ಜಸೆನ್ಸಿ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊರಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ A ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ here. So I of G equal to aij. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. aij where aij will be 1 if vi is incident to ej. Otherwise it will be 0. With the vertex vi, ಇದು vertex ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Vertex vi is incident to edge ej, then corresponding entry of the matrix will be 1. Otherwise it will be 0. So this is about the definition of incidence matrix, and also I have given an example for this. So now let us look into some observations of this matrix. And the first important observation is the order of the matrix. As I said already, if G is a graph of order n observations and size m, Order of size of a graph already defined ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. Order ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ number of vertices, size ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ number of edges. If G is a graph of order n and size m for the graph G, then first observation, I of G is a graph of order n cross n, where n represents number of vertices of the graph and m represents number of edges of the graph. Second point. Now look into this matrix. Look into entries of each column. 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0. Somewhere we have gone wrong here. E5, E4, V2. It should be 1. Why it should be 1? Because see, if you take an edge, that should be incident to exactly 2 vertices. No edge can be incident to more than 2 vertices, or no edge can be incident to exactly 1 vertex. If an edge is incident to exactly 1 vertex, then it is called a loop. But in our case, we are considering only simple graphs. That is, graph with finite number of vertices, having no multiple edges and having no loops. So, ಇಲ್ಲಿ loop ಎಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ definitely each edge should be adjacent to exactly 2 vertices. So that any column you can take, number of ones will be 2. Number of ones will be 2. See here, there are 2 ones, 2 ones, 2 ones, 2 ones, 2 ones. You cannot have more than 2 ones. Why? Because any edge Ej can be adjacent to or can be incident to exactly 2 vertices. So number of vertices in any column, number of ones in any column, is 2. So if you take any column, it can have only 2 ones. Now look into rows. Now this has 2 ones, this has 3 ones. Yes, this has 3 ones, this has 2 ones, this has 3 ones. So considering this vertex V1, here you have 1 because V1 is incident to E1. Again, V1 is incident to E4. Looking in opposite way, 2 edges are incident to V1. 2 edges are incident to V1. We have already defined degree of a vertex. How the degree of a vertex is the number of edges incident to that vertex. So 2 vertices are incident to V1. Yes, degree of V1 is 2. Degree of V2 1, 2, 3. I have degree of V2 3. Similarly, degree of V4 3. So number of rows. So row sum will be degree of that vertex. If you take row sum corresponding to any vertex, then that sum will be actually the degree of that vertex. Now here, in the previous case, adjacency matrix, diagonal entries are all 0. Why? Because no vertex is incident to itself. But here diagonal entries need not be 0. That is one more observation. And this graph is not a square matrix generally. If you take any graph such that contains same number of vertices and same number of edges, in that case only it will be square matrix. So the graph incidence matrix need not be square. So when it is not a square matrix, it is not necessary of speaking symmetry, but it is a binary matrix. Binary in the sense, entries of this matrix are zeros and ones. So it is a binary matrix. 5. So that is about next observation. As in the previous case, suppose you consider a connected graph, then we have this case. Suppose a graph is disconnected. Suppose it contains 2 components. Any connected subgraph of a graph is called a component. If you take disconnected graph with two components. Then we observed in the adjacency matrix case, we have taken separate graphs, and then we have written the matrix representation. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅದರದ್ದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬರೆದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. Here you can directly rewrite that condition. If G is equal to G1 union G2, a disconnected graph, G disconnected graph ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ the incidence matrix of that graph will be I of G will be like this. Incidence matrix of first component 0 0 matrix, incidence matrix of second component. This will be the case when the graph we are considering is disconnected, having two components. Three components is there. The incidence matrix of first graph 0 0 0, incidence matrix of second graph 0 0 0, incidence matrix of third graph. You have to write a square matrix, only diagonal entries or incidence matrices of the components. So this is about fifth observation. The last observation, as in the again in the case of adjacency matrix, suppose two graphs are isomorphic. Suppose two graphs are isomorphic, then how their incidence matrix will be different. How their incidence matrix are related, you can say. Now suppose G1 or you can take G and H, sixth one. Suppose G and H are isomorphic, then we'll consider incidence matrix of G and incidence matrix of H. Then their incidence matrices are similar. Similar in the sense, you can find a matrix R. You can find a matrix R such that I of G will be equal to R inverse I of H into R for some matrix R. So this is the case when the graphs under consideration are isomorphic. So this is about the incidence matrix of a graph and its observations or properties. So in the next video we shall discuss the rank of a matrix or rank of a graph. The rank of this matrix is itself called the rank of a graph. So rank of a graph and its related results, how the rank can be calculated. So all those results we can discuss in the next video. Thank you.